Hi guys, it's Tim here from Gaming. Today I'm going to talk to you about Prime World Defenders. So, you may have seen this, it's been out on Steam for a little while now. I've just been playing through, as you can see, a few of the levels, and I'm just going to give you my thoughts on what I think this game is like and whether you should pick it up. So, what is Prime World Defenders? Quite simply, it is a tower defense game. A tower defense game with some trading card game mechanics in there, which you think, well, that's a weird ass combination. Well, yes, it is a pretty weird ass combination. So I'm just on the campaign screen. I'm just going to quickly show you some of the cards, etc., and how the game works before I dive into a match. So here we are. You have towers, which are based on cards, and you can buy booster decks, and you also gain cards from completing missions. These can be put into a toolbar where you will use that toolbar in the individual missions. So you want to look at what guys are coming. You can see which guys are coming in each mission. So if there's a lot of air, you can put in cards which are more useful for air, etc, etc. So what do you do with all these cards about getting duplicates, etc? Well, you know, how does that work? Well, there's a thing called the Forge. If I just go out here, and the Forge is a system where you can evolve cards and fuse cards. So the evolution here means that if you have two of the same card, you can evolve that card into its next level. And by evolve, I mean if you just have the first card, for example, this Poison Tower here, you can only just buy that Poison Tower in the tower defense. You know, you cannot upgrade it. If you evolve that Poison Tower using another Poison Tower, inside the game you will be able to upgrade that to level 2, increasing damage, increasing abilities, etc. This can go up to a maximum of 3, which is why these 3 say max, because they have I've evolved them up to the maximum level of 3. And you also notice that they have this number here, as you can see beside, and what that number is the card's level. So you say, oh, well, how can cards have levels? Well, that's when we come back to fuse. Now fuse, what you can do is you can take a card. For example, I will take my Siege Tower. Okay, I'll take my Siege Tower. It says here my firing rate, my damage, my range. Okay, and then I can choose another card. For example, one of the level 1 Siege Towers that I've got. Okay, put that down, and I can actually spend money to increase the stats of this card. And you can see, oh, that one card gives me nothing. You know, it gives me hardly, you know, I don't even gain a level from doing that. But you do get special cards which you can unlock in booster packs, such as this wind symbol here. And what that does is it increases the efficiency of trading that card in. So here you can see I can gain 10% efficiency, which is 57 damage, and gain a level. So I'm just going to quickly do that and fuse that. So as you can see, this card is now level 2 and it's gained 57 damage. So you can see that that increases the damage of your cards actually quite significantly. So that is a big part of the game, is collecting these cards, fusing them to make stronger cards, and evolving them so you can upgrade. You also get unique cards and rare cards, which will give you towers which do special things. So for example, if I go back to my collection, I have got this energy cannon, which is, as you can see by the purple border, a unique card. Blue border is rare. And this unique card has a knockdown chance. And it also, you know, only targets land-based, and it's got this, you know, it's different things. I've upgraded it to level 5, but I haven't evolved it, so I can only buy that level 1 version of this tower. So there's a wide variety of towers that I've noticed. I haven't got them all. I've been playing quite a lot, a couple of hours maybe, and I will just jump into one of these levels. We've got an easy, we've got a medium, and we've got a hard. So the way the campaign generally works is you've got these main missions, and then you've got a number of side missions off it. Side missions are randomly generated missions. They just constantly do them. You can constantly gain money and gain you know, stuff, you know, cards from them. So I'm just going to jump in, and we will do the hard one, although I probably might die. So I noticed on that hard one that there are guys who have invisibility, so I'm going to have to get myself a detector, and I'm going to get rid of the slow tower. Okay, so now we're going to jump in here, see how this goes. So it just goes down to a 3D kind of map here. As you can see, you'll notice that the rocks are positioned in some places. You cannot move them. They're basically like a randomly generated, you can only build on these certain slots. There isn't any mazing within this map, although there are some maps which have quite minimal mazing. You also notice these totems here, and what these do is they add special, basically, abilities to some of your towers. So I'm just going to quickly plonk this down here. I'm going to upgrade it. So then you get your first wave just coming from here, going across along, and then I'm going to just... It's basically normal tower defense style. If they get to the middle, you lose a life. So you'll also notice here, these are some of the guys that go invisible. But I have a spell, which I didn't mention earlier and should have done, which allows me to see invisible units. I can only use it every 30 seconds, so it's not a reliable spell for killing them. So I'm going to have to actually buy a detector tower, but it is an option. And also there's these small guys, which can be a bit of a pain for slower shooting towers, but I did actually manage to build, as you may have noticed, on that one of those things, and that increases my attack speed, so I can manage to kill that round. So we are noticing that there's a couple more detector things coming in, so I'm actually going to probably buy a detector over here, so that I can detect the invisible guys when they come through. I'm doing that over here because if I do it over here, I've not got much space to build any more towers around here, so it's not going to be as efficient. So this is hard, so I am expecting to not exactly lose, but it's going to be a bit more difficult than normal. So there's also up here, there's to double the speed, which is fine. I'm up for doubling the speed. Oh, there we go, we're fine. Okay, we're fine. So you'll notice that if I double the speed, things just happen quite quickly, and sometimes you can get lost, so it's not always recommended that you do this, but I'm doing it because why not? Okay, more guys are coming through. I'm just letting them through because I kind of suck. I haven't actually leaked anything yet because this tower can actually hit over here just about. I don't know if I will manage to do this, but... Oh, yeah, we're fine. We haven't leaked quite yet, although we will be doing so shortly. So these guys are getting through. Not much I can do about that. I'm going to have to slow things down just so I can perhaps buy another tower. So here I've got myself a missile tower, long ass range, quite handy for picking off guys that you haven't managed to get. So, as you can see, simple tower defense format. I mean, there's nothing particularly outstanding with it in the actual tower defense itself. Having said that, it's good. I mean, it's quite solid, quite a solid game, and it's works quite well for me. The graphics are okay, the difficulty can be okay. I think the variety of towers does help quite a lot. And if you think about it, a tower defense is really just a puzzle game, but under the disguise of a tower defense. So, in the sense of its achievements of a puzzle game, it also works. I mean, you're going to have certain towers to defeat certain enemies. You're going to have certain tactics to defeat certain enemies, and that's fine. That's the way that the game should be played, really. So, yeah, I'm just kind of working my way along here. I should probably... No, we should be okay, I think. We should be okay with these guys. So as you can see, I've basically created a system here where I'm killing the guys effectively that I don't really have to bother too much. I'm going to upgrade this guy again because I feel that these guys are really handy for artillery. So we've got a detector, means we can kill these guys, and there we go. We have completed the mission. So, Now what you see is you gain your experience, which will level you up, and you gain coin. Experience, as you level up, you get stars, and you also get to unlock different cards, etc. So money is for buying booster packs, it's for fusing, for doing evolutions. And you also see this set of cards. So I probably want the star because I don't really need any of these other things, and the stars are the most valuable resources in the game. So basically I don't have a choice, it shuffles them and I have to choose one, and I get the wooden tower. That's crap, but I'll collect it anyway. So basically you can try again. So for example, sometimes you get really good selection and you're like, wow, you know, actually I could do with a couple of those. You can try again, spend money to try again, but it's not worth it in that case. So yes, that's what you can see about the game. It's quite simple really. There's a few other variations. There's collecting. The guys actually steal orbs from your base and have to take them to another entrance, so that's pretty similar to what you'll find in Defense Grid, which is another very popular PC tower defense. I'm just going to go over to talents here, show you this. This is a screen where you basically, as you level up, you can spend money to unlock a few extras. Can be quite significant, like increasing the number of towers you can have on your tool belt, +1 for tower, reduce the cost of fusing, increase tower damage by 5%, increase your collection limit. So they're quite significant. If we go to the store here, you can see you can buy a regular booster for 100 coin, or you can save up and get some more cards up here. I'm going to buy a regular booster for 3 cards just to see what we get. So fire tower slice, so these are all just common cards. Take them, you can use them to fuse with, you can use them to get an evolution. And then if we go here, you'll see these chests here, Knight's Chest, Imperial Chest. And these are not really worth it in my opinion, but I'll show you anyway. So, okay, we're getting told that we need to watch our limit for cards, so I think we might have to just quickly get rid of some cards. So can we just quickly go to fuse? Let's fuse some cards. Collection, forge, evolution. Let's see if we can evolve a card or two. Let's see. Well, let's evolve a poison tower. This will just give you an example. As you can see, evolution 2 increases the damage by a lot, and also you get that second level. So it also increases the first level, so it is worth it. So you can see the level 1, it's increased the damage by 17, and then level 2 you've got that double damage as well. So yeah, that's that poison tower collected. Let's put our thing down here, and now we'll go to the Imperial Chest. Yes. So this is basically what it was like before, when you completed the level, apart from you just spend your hard-earned stars. So in reality, these are all really crap, and that's quite disappointing. But I do want that 3 stars, because that means I would have got 1 star out of it. I got the 3 stars, thank God. Okay, so that is a much better system. You don't really want to do these, they aren't actually that great. You might find rare items at Untold Wealth, you might find unique items and rare items. So I'm going to try one more time, because I'm having a laugh. Again, absolute crap. Oh, absolute rubbish. So it's just got a magic light, which is crap. I could spend 200, but it's not worth it. I'll try one more time for your entertainment with the Knight's Chest, which is only a chance for a rare. So you can see here, Stone Tower. I've never seen one of those before. Universal Tower, so it's basically a kind of general tower. I could probably do with one of those. And Blessed Hammers there, quite valuable as well. So let's hopefully get the Prime Bomb. God, nobody wants the Prime Bomb. So there we go. Actually, I'm just gonna try again. Okay, I can probably. Oh no, I can't. Okay, that was worth it. Actually, I did earn some money there. So yes, this is Prime World. There is, for example, actually I'm going to quickly show you this, boss missions. And boss missions are, quite frankly, a bloody pain in the arse. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to quickly go over some of the faults, well, kind of the main fault of the game. So I'm just going to quickly jump in here. You get given 300 bucks. You need to stop this boss guy. How are you going to do it? That's the question. How are you going to do it? Well, you're going to try a few different things. Maybe I put a damage increase thing here, so he can kill that guy. Maybe get a attack range thing there. Get that guy. Let's maybe get a couple of guys down here. Get some guys up here. What else can we do? Not much. We can maybe get this thing here, and this is when you notice. Wait a minute. I mean, that guy's taking like no damage, and all these other guys are here, and well, this doesn't work very well. And then you realize, wait a minute, is this even possible? And you think, I mean, how can I do this? This guy has got so much health, and I've only got this certain amount of money. How can I literally win this? And that's when you realize you can't. You can't win it. This would be really embarrassing if I actually win this now, but no, I'm not going to. You can't win this. You can't win it because your towers aren't good enough. And you're like, well, how do I get my towers better? Oh, wait, I know how I get my towers better. I have to actually evolve them. I need to fuse them. I need to find better towers. So you can see here I failed, unfortunately. I've failed this quite a few times now. But you have to literally, you have to grind. You have to grind these missions here until you have enough cards and enough money to fuse enough cards together and evolve enough cards that you can actually win that mission. And it's just, I don't know, I just don't like that. I don't like how you are forced to grind out these, not really based on the story. The story's quite meh, but not really based on the story. You have to just grind out these missions, and even though the card mechanic is interesting, I don't like having to grind so much for it. So yeah, that's one main kind of fault that I find, is you're going to have to grind to get those cards up to the standard you need to continue through the mission. I don't know if this is quite a unique case where this boss is harder than normal, but I haven't had to grind too much since this point. But now, I mean, I can see that I could only get that guy down to about half health. I'm going to have to grind a lot to get those fusions up, and I'm not really willing to put in the time. So, as tower defences go, this game is actually not bad. I think it was certainly a strong contender in the tower defence genre, along with, you know, Tower Wars and Defence Grid. I mean, it does provide quite a solid offering. As long as you can put up with, you know, the card mechanics and a bit of grinding, then you should have some fun with this game. So yeah, thanks for watching. My name's Tim, and please subscribe and like, that'd be great. We're trying to get some traction with some subscriptions and stuff on our channel, and we produce videos all the time. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.